one of the dominant emotions of 2021 is what psychologists called languishing. Languishing. And what languishing is where you have this feeling as if you're just muddling through your days, looking at your life through, as it were, a foggy windshield. Languishing is when you start losing your sense of well-being, or your sense of meaning, or your sense of mastery, confidence, where you're sure of yourself, or you were sure of yourself, and you were sure of certain things, but when you start languishing, you start feeling unsure, losing confidence, feeling like maybe I'm not enough because this thing has come on us like a beat, and the hits keep coming. Where we lose our sense of mattering to ourselves, and get this, Michael, we start losing the sense that we matter to other people. It's what the Bible calls a spirit of heaviness. Yeah, that's why Isaiah called it. He called it a spirit of heaviness. And this spirit, what it does is it dulls or it robs you of motivation. It disrupts your ability to focus. Even in a service like this, with the praise and the worship and the word is going forth, many of us can't receive it or can't hear it or can't grasp it because we are so muddled in languishing that we are losing the ability to focus even for a few moments. It gives you a sense of, get this, stagnation and emptiness, where you're not really engaged. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm functioning, but I'm not really functioning at my full capacity. If I were a car, I would be on my quarter tank, get ready to go down to low. And some of you are already in the red. I'm low in my motivation. I'm low in my feelings. I'm moving around. I'm going to work every day. I'm getting up. I'm cooking breakfast. I'm getting dressed. But I don't have a feeling of being productive. I'm busy, but I'm not getting anywhere. I'm doing things, but I'm not getting anything out of what I'm doing. The spirit of heaviness is marked by this. It's marked by the dwindling of drive or passion. I'm losing my passion for it. Languishing. As it continues to linger, the odds increase that you'll start cutting back on things that you once enjoyed. These are some of the symptoms of languishing, of the spirit of heaviness. You'll start cutting back on things that you once enjoyed or once did, like serving or working, because you don't feel the joy in it anymore. It's not that I'm not doing it. I'm still working. I'm still showing up. I may be still even volunteering or serving. But as I get deeper and deeper into this feeling of languishing, this spirit of heaviness that has invaded my life, I start finding myself backing away from and getting involved less in the things that at one time used to really excite me. I used to be really excited about working. I used to be really excited about this company. I was excited about this ministry. I was excited about serving. It didn't even matter what it was. If it was a big job or a small job, it didn't matter. I was just excited to be asked to do a task, and I did it with excitement and with joy because I got something out of it. I could relate to Jesus when he said that my meat is to do the will of God. There's something about serving that feeds me like nothing else. But as I begin to languish in this spirit of heaviness, the things that used to feed me, I start backing away from. The people that I once enjoyed being around and got energy from, I don't like to be around as much because I'm sinking further into this feeling, into this spirit of heaviness. My attitude right now is, what's the point? What's the point of preaching? What's the point of serving? What's the point of laying down my life? Nobody cares anyway. Nobody wants to be bothered with me anyway. And the more and more I get sucked into this feeling, I find myself slipping into solitude, where I start isolating myself from people. I used to be a very social person, like being around people, got energy from people. But as I begin to delve into the spirit of heaviness more and more, I'm finding myself being more isolated from people, staying away from people. I just want to be by myself. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody know anybody that's doing doing that right now. Maybe you're in that place right now. I just want to be by myself. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't email me. Don't come by my house. Don't check on me. I just want to be left alone. Me and this spirit are in this house, and we want to be left alone because you're starting to take on an attitude of indifference. In fact, you're becoming indifferent about being indifferent. Let me make it more plain. You start getting where you don't care that you don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about this. I don't care about the job. I don't care about the marriage. I don't care about the business. I don't care about what's going on with the church. I don't care if they ask me. I'm not going to do it. And that's bad enough. But now I've got an attitude where I don't care that I don't care. Let me tell you something, beloved. Let me tell you. We've all experienced that from time to time. Can I be honest? We've all had moments when we slip into a dull, like blah attitude. Come on, can we be honest? I mean, those of us who are up here and we seem to be fiery all the time. My man's on that keyboard playing like his hands are on fire. Yeah, they singing like they're on fire. We preaching like we're on fire. But sometimes that's what I'm showing you on the external. But what's happening on the internal is just kind of blah. Yeah. I'm serving somewhere back there, and I just want this to be over. I'm looking at my watch right now because I'm not getting nothing out of this. I'm just enduring it because I'm not getting anything out of it. And if we can be perfectly honest and be honest as Christians, we've all experienced it from time to time. But listen, we all get down sometimes. But you can't stay down. You can't let your elevator go but so low. There's a point on the elevator where it has to stop. I might go down, but I can't go all the way down. And if I do get down, I can't stay down. You can get in a place. We all have been in a place. We all have been where we're not as excited about the things that we have or the things that we're supposed to do or the things that we've been called to. We all get excited. We all know what it's like to lose enthusiasm momentarily for even the things and the people that you love. But you can't stay down. There's a danger in staying in a place too long. That all of us get in a place sometimes. That everybody's not always excited about going to work, or maybe it's just me. You know how it was when you got that new job. You was excited about your first day on the job. About 6 months in, you have to kind of think about it, pray about it, scratch, get motivated, pumped up before you go in. And that's like anything. Church, a car, a job, a relationship, a marriage, kids. Brought that new baby home, my God. It looked like you were looking into the face of God to see that little baby in your arms. About 15 years in, you say, God, why did you give me this hard-headed joker right here? We all get that way. See, I got to talk to some real saints in here. We all get that way. We all get down, but you can't stay down. And if you do, you can plunge yourself further into a negative state of mind that, get this, begins to impact even your spiritual development. Because it's hard to receive when you get in a place. When you get in a place of blah, of languishing, when you are ravaged with the spirit of heaviness, it's hard to even receive encouragement. It's hard for somebody to even say something encouraging you that touches you in a way that motivates you. Singing doesn't do it. Preaching don't do it. Somebody come by and try to give you an encouraging word. You can't even receive it because I'm in a place. I want to talk to somebody in this room right now who may be dressed up, looking good, smelling good, but you're in that place, that indescribable place, that blah place. That place where nothing seems to touch me, nothing seems to move me, nothing seems to push me out of it. I've tried different things and it didn't work. I've tried different situations and it didn't work. Most of us know that if you go to church, it's supposed to give you that lift. Yeah, we try to get into the worship service because we try to get that lift. And some people have given up on the idea of looking to church. And even during this coronavirus, we found people seeking other ways to medicate this feeling of languishing and depression that has come into our lives suddenly. So you find people who turn to drinking, but it didn't work. Yeah, I couldn't drink this out. I couldn't smoke this out. I couldn't sex this out. Oh my God. I was binge watching Netflix. I've watched enough movies. I've seen enough shows. I've looked at enough in YouTube. I've watched everybody singing and preaching and motivational speaking and all of that. But I still feel like my life is going down. Where my spirit is languishing, where depression has come in and become my best friend. And oh yeah, when you see me, I still got my smile on. See, I'm too professional to let you know how I really feel. So I straighten my tie and I put on my glasses and I walk out and say, let's get it on. But on the inside, I feel like I'm languishing. Spirit of heaviness. And you can't always see it on a person because it's too dressed up. It looks too good. I just got my new hair weave in, Pastor. Huh? Just bought my new suit. You see that new car out there? I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm blessed. That's how we do it. I'm blessed and highly favored. And as soon as they turn their head, you go back to being who you are. That's why God gives us a garment of praise to combat the spirit of heaviness. That's why we put such emphasis on the worship service, because God is trying to give you something to combat the things that you're dealing with. We don't have worship service to fill a slot in the service. We don't have worship service just to entertain you. We don't have worship service to show off the gifts that's on this stage. We have worship service because we know that somebody in here is dealing with issues that you can't talk about, dealing with problems that you can't speak about, dealing with stuff that you don't want anybody to know about. And the only person who understands what I'm dealing with is God himself. So excuse me if I come into the church and I don't shake your hand or I don't speak to you, but I'm trying to rush into his presence and I'm trying to get me a garment of praise. My elevator's going down and I'm about to collapse and I ain't got time to sit around with you playing church. I gotta have somebody that has a real praise. If there's somebody that's got a real praise in here, open your mouth and give it to him right here. Come on, I got something for your spirit of heaviness. I got something for that depression. I got something for that spirit that's trying to kill you. I got something for that devil that's trying to take you out. Open your mouth and pray. Let me tell you what praise does. For those of you who think this is just gymnastics, praise gives us the grace to restart, to rebirth, to redefine, to renew. I know that's true because God says in his word that God's mercy is new every day. That every day God has fresh mercy for you, fresh grace for you. That I used up yesterday's grace with the problems I had yesterday. But don't worry, because as soon as I open my eyes, God gave me fresh strength. Aren't you glad that the God you serve knows how to give you a fresh start when you need one?